shot all around me.
The investigation into the high school massacre is slow-moving and dangerous.
We're being kept far away. The building off in the distance is still sealed off. As you said, the bodies have not yet been removed.
Police say they found bomb-making materials.
Eric Harris and Dylan Klebold had apparently committed suicide, but investigators say they spent their final moments rigging the building and their own bodies with more than 24 pipe bombs.
These pictures, so-called hit list, and there were the outfits.
Each day, 12 children die from gun violence in the U.S. Another 32 are injured or seriously hurt. This has unfortunately become common nowadays. On September 11th, 1981, and April 9th, 1981, two killers would be born: Eric Harris and Dylan Klebold. They were both young adults at the time, 17 or 18 years old when this happened. Eric and Dylan were similar minds. They often shared their hatred for jocks. They loved the internet. The most disturbing fact is that they were both infatuated with World War II. Eric would often post violent lyrics to his AOL Messenger account, and also the occasional recipe for a pipe bomb. They then decided to form a group called the Trenchcoat Mafia, the outfits very inspired by the film The Matrix. Weeks before the event, Dylan had gotten Robin Anderson to buy a Tech 9, a 9mm carbine, a dual-barrel shotgun, and a sawed-off 12-gauge shotgun. Before the event, Dylan was once written up for bringing a pipe bomb to work. We would have signs of a deranged person before they became the issue. But Dylan wasn't all bad. He did have a sense for helping others. He was once praised for helping another student's performance of Watch the Lamb. According to a ColumbineSite.com, when the music messed up during the performance, Dylan provided a backup tape and was heavily praised for it. The neighbors of the Klebolds would describe them as nice people. Quote, "The picture-perfect family. The parents have no clue that their son was going to kill 15 people." On March 15th, 1999, suspectedly, they would bring up the plan to shoot up their entire school. They would refer to it as a Judgment Day, often saying phrases like, "the most deaths in U.S. history. We're hoping to kill all 250 of you." And, quote, "I hope people have flashbacks." At 11:22 a.m., students noticed something happening outside, describing them as fireworks. One student, quote, "saw the dirt flinging off the ground." At 11:23, students started to flee from the cafeteria. They were lucky, because at 11:17, Dylan and Eric set off some propane tanks turned into bombs to explode. It was a failure, luckily, saving a lot more students' lives. At 11:25, the official shots fired call was made by the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office, and they issued a Code 3. A Code 3 means that something really bad has happened, like a murder, for example. It's often when lights come on, sirens come off. Sheriff officers spotted someone wearing a black trench coat in the Ballfield holding a shotgun. Eric would then throw a pipe bomb towards the cafeteria, breaking the windows. The sheriff officers would fire at the shooters before they made their entry through the west entrance. They would then proceed to walk to the library, shouting, "Get up! You can find 911 tapes where you can hear him screaming." Then, he shot 7 victims, while police at 11:34 were trying to figure out if there was a third shooter, possibly with a sniper. There was not. At 11:36, Darren and Eric would leave the library, leaving 7 dead. Another pipe bomb was thrown downstairs, and they would walk into the cafeteria at 11:45. Hence, why this image is now known. At 11:46, they would proceed to light a fire, and most sprinklers would activate. Now, they disappear and then reappear at 11:57, presumably shooting at another 5 victims. They reappear at 11:57, before 3 minutes later, making their way back to the library. At approximately 12:08 to 12:11, Derek and Eric would succumb to their injuries caused by self-inflicted wounds to their head. killing them both instantly. At 1:35, almost an hour later, the first SWAT team members would arrive, and at 2 p.m., the students and faculty would evacuate. This event is the greatest shooting known to man. 17 cases since, like the Sandy Hook Elementary School and Parkland, have been inspired by this shooting. 10 cases are known to be connected to it. This is called the copycat phenomenon. Some students describe walking out of Columbine and going home as, quote, "It was like walking to a totally different world, comma, the pain isn't the fear, it's the loss." Students got home safely after 9 p.m. The shooting started at 11.